Spoilers ahead. Alright. An older man, looking worn from tough years, forcefully pulls a young woman's hair as he drags her along a quiet street. The scene looks eerie against the empty homes around them. Nearby, but in a very different area, 3 young people, a girl and 2 guys, walk up to a fancy, well-maintained house. They have a plan. One of them, nervously fumbling, skillfully unlocks the door. He quickly turns off the alarm before it can go off. This nervous guy, deep in thought, repeats their plan to himself. No cash. Only take things worth less than $10,000. Inside, the house is rich and welcoming, offering them its valuable items. They move quickly and quietly, knowing exactly what to do. Soon, they finish up. As they leave, they reset the alarm and break the front door window on purpose. The alarm goes off loudly behind them, but it's too late to catch them. Safe in their escape car, they relax and share a smoke, talking easily. The nervous guy brings up another friend who's leaving town. Everyone's leaving Detroit, they note, not really bothered. They plan to go to California after one more robbery, hoping for a new beginning. The girl, sensing her friend's worry, suggests he should come with them, but he can't. He has to stay for his dad. They drop him off at home, where he goes to his dad's office, opens a drawer, and puts back a key, the key to the house they just robbed. His dad, without knowing it, provides security for such homes. Meanwhile, another member of the group, Money, tries to sell what they stole. The money they get is less than hoped. The buyer, unimpressed, tells them to go after real money next time, and hints at a new place to rob. Money excitedly tells his friends about it. The new target is a house owned by a lone veteran, secured by the nervous guy's dad, in a very quiet area. The group is unsure, but Money convinces them. They hear that the veteran got a big payment after his daughter was sadly killed by a rich girl, and might have at least $300K hidden away. Rocky, a young woman who seems tough but really cares a lot, quickly says yes to a risky idea. However, her friend Alex, who is always careful, feels very worried. He knows the danger is big, not just for them, but for his dad's security business too. Reluctantly, he leaves, needing time to think. Later that day, Rocky sends Alex a desperate message. She asks him to join her in the robbery, saying it's not just for the money, it's to help someone important to her. As Alex thinks about what to do, Rocky faces problems at home. Her home is no safe place. Her mom and her mom's new boyfriend are not nice, and Rocky wants to save her little sister from this bad situation. Her message to Alex was about more than just a robbery. It was about helping her sister. With this choice on his mind, Alex meets up with Rocky and their other friend, Money, to check out the veteran's house in a quiet area. While sitting in the car, Rocky shares stories of her hard childhood, drawing Alex into her world. Touched by her story, Alex decides he'll move to California with them after the robbery. Their scouting is suddenly interrupted when a big dog, a Rottweiler, runs up barking at Rocky's car window. An old man, who calls the dog away, turns out to be the veteran they want to rob. Money confirms this, but they all feel shocked when they realize the veteran is blind. They briefly argue about whether it's right to rob a blind man, but they decide to go ahead with their plan. That night, they come back when it's very dark and quiet. They first calm the dog by giving it meat with drugs to make sure it doesn't bother them. When they try to get in, the keys Alex took from his dad's company don't work. Desperate, they look for another way in and find a small window that only Rocky can fit through. Rocky quietly enters the house, her heart racing as she quickly turns off the alarm with a remote Alex gave her. The dim room shows pictures of a young girl on the shelf, a sad reminder of the veteran's loss. Outside, Alex and Money nervously wait for her signal. Once inside, they split up to search the house for the hidden safe they believe holds a lot of money. Rocky looks through closets while Money goes upstairs with a darker task, to make sure the old veteran stays asleep using a sleeping gas. He finds the veteran in a room, watching a video of his daughter, which makes the scene even sadder. As Money gets ready to use the gas, the veteran wakes up and turns off the TV, but Money quickly uses the gas on him. Back downstairs, they find a strong door locked with a bolt. Convinced it hides the money, Money, without thinking, shoots the bolt off with a gun. Alex, upset by the loud action, leaves, feeling too guilty to stay. Inside, as Rocky and Money open the door, the veteran shows up, surprising them. "Who's there?" he shouts into the dark. Money tries to lie and then beg to the veteran, who isn't scared by a warning shot. Outside, Alex hears the gunshot and stops in shock. In a surprising turn, the veteran takes the gun from Money and shoots him dead. Not knowing Rocky is there, he locks the house, securing doors and windows. Rocky, scared, hides in a closet. At that moment, Alex, feeling guilty and scared, comes back into the house, avoiding a direct meeting with the blind but dangerous veteran. As he runs through the house, the night fills with the sounds of a plan that went very wrong. Alex rushes into the bathroom, his heart pounding. He quickly sends a text to Rocky, asking where she is hiding. She replies, and he starts heading to it. But before he can get there, something scary happens. In the dim light of the closet, the veteran comes in. Rocky watches from behind the clothes as he opens a hidden part of the wall to show a safe. He types in his code. Rocky remembers it right away and checks inside. Seeing his money is safe, he closes the safe and leaves, not knowing Rocky is there. Once he's gone, Alex comes into the closet and says they should call the police. Rocky doesn't agree. Instead, she bravely opens the safe and takes the money. Alex is amazed. It looks like there's $1 million. They plan to escape through a door that was previously locked, hoping it leads to the basement and then to a hatch going out to the yard. But as they start to leave, the veteran comes back, dragging Money's body to another room. They stop, holding their breath until he moves away. Then they run. However, the house has more surprises. In the basement, Alex and Rocky find a girl tied up with strong cords. It's a shocking sight. She's the one who accidentally killed the veteran's daughter. Just as they find her, she moves and sets off an alarm that lets the veteran know they are there. Despite knowing what the girl did, Rocky decides to help her. They try to escape through the basement hatch, but the veteran is already there, gun ready. In a tense moment, he shoots, sadly killing the girl responsible for his daughter's death. As Alex and Rocky try to escape, the basement becomes a scary maze of darkness and fear. The veteran, very sad and angry, holds the lifeless body of the girl who hurt his family. He shouts for his baby as he chases Alex and Rocky, his sadness making him even angrier. In the dark basement, the veteran smartly turns off the power, making it even darker. Alex and Rocky can't see at all and keep tripping. The veteran almost catches Alex, almost grabbing his neck, but they manage to get away again. They run upstairs, but their relief doesn't last long. The Rottweiler, now awake and mean, traps them on the second floor. Stuck in a room with bars on the windows, they feel there's no way out. As the veteran gets closer with his dog and a gun, the tension grows. In a last attempt to escape, Rocky sees a vent on the wall. Alex tells her to go through it and says he'll deal with the attackers. As Rocky gets into the vent, the door bursts open. The veteran and the dog go after Alex, who ends up falling through a window to a lower roof. Meanwhile, the dog follows Rocky's smell through the vent. In a scary chase, she ends up in a vertical shaft. The veteran, knowing where Alex landed, shoots the window, making Alex fall to the first floor. Alex gets up and runs again, but the veteran is right behind him. They end up in a room full of gardening tools, where their friend Money's body was hidden. The veteran beats Alex until he passes out, and then stabs him with large gardening shears. Rocky, hurt, wakes up in the ventilation shaft. She crawls towards the outside, seeing two ways out, one deeper into the house, and another outside. As she tries to break the bars on the vent leading outside, the veteran grabs her from the other opening. Now, Rocky is tied up in the basement, just like the girl before. The veteran stands over her, looking stern. Rocky begs for her life, promising to keep quiet about everything she saw. The veteran tells Rocky a twisted story as she sits tied up in the basement. He explains that he wasn't punishing the girl he had held before, but was carrying out a crazy plan for revenge. Because the girl had indirectly caused his daughter's death, he thought she owed him a life. She was carrying his child. He eerily tells Rocky that since the girl is now dead, Rocky must take her place. However, he claims he's not violent in the usual way. He won't hurt her physically, but plans to use a syringe with his sperm to impregnate her. As he gets ready for this scary action, the air is full of tension. Meanwhile, upstairs, Alex, who was thought to be badly hurt, realizes the veteran had actually stabbed Money's body by mistake. Taking the chance, he tricks the dog into a room and locks it there. He then unlocks the front door, planning their escape. Just as the veteran is about to do what he planned, Alex heroically runs into the basement. In the confusion, he manages to chain up the veteran, freeing Rocky. Filled with anger and energy, Rocky attacks the veteran, making sure he can't hurt anyone anymore. Alex, though, decides they shouldn't call the police. He thinks it's better to just leave, especially because their own actions are also complicated. They take the money and head for the front door, ready to run away into the night. But as they open the door to leave, a tragedy happens. The veteran, who had gotten out of his chains, faces them one last time and shoots Alex. As dawn breaks, Rocky is running for her life. Behind her, the veteran's Rottweiler is chasing her, determined to catch her. After a long run, she finally reaches Money's car, but her relief doesn't last long. The dog catches up just as she drops the bag of money outside the car. Quickly thinking, Rocky manages to lock the dog inside the car. However, she realizes she doesn't have the keys to drive away. Just as she picks up the dropped bag to escape, the veteran catches up. He grabs her by the hair and starts pulling her back towards his house. Inside, during a struggle at the door, Rocky grabs the alarm remote and turns it on. The loud alarm confuses the veteran, giving Rocky a chance to push him down into the basement. Thinking the veteran is dead, Rocky quickly takes the money and runs away just as police cars start to arrive. She doesn't look back. The next scene is in an airport bar, where Rocky is sitting with her little sister. The news on the TV above the bar is talking about the morning's dramatic events. The news anchor says the veteran survived the fall. Amazingly, he hasn't told anyone about Rocky's role in the robbery, or that the money is missing. Rocky watches the news, feeling both relieved and unsure. She's free for now, but her future with her sister in California is uncertain. As they sit quiet, the chance for a new start seems both big and uncertain, shadowed by their past actions.